guys, welcome back. So today's video is a super informal outdoor only because I didn't feel like setting up my camera and my lights and everything. I'm filming this on selfie mode on my cell phone. But today I wanted to talk about some cleaning tips and tricks. Today is actually my birthday. I'm turning 34 today. I am 34 today, whatever. Anyway, I have learned these tips through trial and error and trying to find a way to keep my home in order. If you didn't know, I have a pretty big house. When I say pretty big, like our floor of the house is about 3,000 square feet, and you know, that's a lot to manage. I am not a minimalist in any way. Like, I am more on the side of like collector. So I'm the kind of person who is going to have too many things. And one thing I read was, if you have to buy things to hold your things, you might have too many things. And I buy things to hold my things like constantly, because the truth is I like things. I want things. Things make me happy. But I also can appreciate having a neat and tidy space. So today I want to talk about some tips and tricks that I have found that help keep my house clean. Am I claiming that my house is always clean? Heck no. My house is a mess a lot of the time. I cannot keep my island clean and clear of debris and mail and toys and whatever all day. But here are the things that I have found have helped. Number one is I have a little mantra, if you want to call it a mantra, I don't know. It's just something I say to myself is, don't put it down, put it away. And that is super helpful. It's like, it takes almost as much time to put the thing back, the can opener back in the drawer, as it does to put it down on the counter. Don't put it down, put it away. So that's my first thing that I repeat to myself all the time. Number two is to remember that anything that, it's like the 1 minute rule basically, or the 30-second rule. You can call it whatever you want, but basically, if the thing that you are not wanting to do because you're like me and you're lazy, it takes less than that 30 seconds or that minute or whatever you've defined in your personal rule. If it takes less than 30 seconds to put it away, just do it right then and there. And so that helps, because it's like, if it took more than 30 seconds, then you could, you know, maybe do it later. But it's like, sometimes it's, I need to go and put this in the laundry basket. Okay, so I'm wearing my fuzzy socks. This is just an example. I'm wearing my fuzzy socks in my house, and I get hot because I'm in Arizona and, you know, it warms up throughout the day. So I decide to take off my fuzzy socks. Then they sit on the couch for like 3 days until I get around to doing anything with them. So I tell myself, if it takes less than 30 seconds, just go do it now. And I get up off my butt, I walk to the hamper or to the washing machine or to the girls' room, depending on where I feel the urge to take my socks off, right? Like, this is just one example. I walk to the nearest laundry dirty clothes holder, right? So if I'm in the girls' room, then it's in their hamper. If it's, you know what I mean? Another tip is to keep a running list of areas that you want to tackle in your home. So I'm not talking kitchen. Girl, unless you got like a week, if you're like me and you have a lot of stuff, a list that says kitchen, that's just it's not gonna happen. There's too much. There's never enough time uninterrupted. So what I do instead is I really, really target an area. So the Tupperware cabinet, the food storage organization holder cabinet, whatever you want to call that cabinet in your house, you know, it's like overflowing, the lids are flying, you can never find a lid, things avalanche when you open the door. So that might be something that I write down. I want to do that one cupboard today. And I don't even have a time on it, you know, but I have a running list. And so anytime that something bothers me in my house, I don't know, with his one hair, it's just like mind of its own. Anything that bothers me throughout my day, you can use a notes app, you can use just a piece of paper on the refrigerator, but if you break them down into 5-minute tasks, you will be so much more productive. And your house, sorry if you hear the neighbor kids playing, I am filming in my backyard, but the house will be so much more organized if you take it a little piece at a time. So maybe it's your junk drawer. Okay, junk drawer. Maybe it takes 30 minutes this time. But if you said, I want to do all of the cupboards, hey dog, I'm not going to win. If the kids aren't too noisy, it's the neighbor's kids and my dog. Just sniffing around. Another tip that I have for you is to always ask other people to help you, because the truth is some areas are not yours and only yours. So the great room belongs to the entire family. So even though my children are only 1 and 3, we can all do a part. So I'm teaching my 1-year-old to throw trash away. Like, can you go put that in the trash for mommy? And she will sometimes. Sometimes she does more harm than good, but I am trying to teach that to my whole family. You know, it's like ask for help, because as moms, sometimes we feel like it's quicker to just do it ourselves. But if you teach the habit that when you eat a popsicle, baby girl, you take the trash right to the trash can when you unwrap it, then you know you might be more likely to have a cleaner house. Sorry about the dog. Anyway, another thing is to teach your children the 1 in 1 out rule. So this isn't a daily, like when you're playing with a toy. Let's say like you were playing with the Barbies, now you want to switch to the cars. Tell them you can't play with the cars until you put away the Barbies. That's cool. But also 1 in 1 out rule is good for your own clothing, for their clothing when they get something new. You know, it's bringing new things into the home. So, okay, Christmas is coming. I know you're gonna get 10 toys, okay? So let's get rid of 10 toys. And it isn't always item. 10 Barbies is not the same as 10 bicycles, size-wise, right? So you definitely want to think about volume. So I can tell my husband, ooh, I got rid of 10 toys today. But if they're littlest pet shop animals and they're this big, that's not that impressive. So try to think about volume. And then another one is to rethink your storage that you already own. And if an area isn't working, you own that space. Like, you can feel free to change it. What I mean is, let's say I have had this 3x3 storage cubbies. You guys have probably seen them. You can buy the little bins. You may even own one or 3, as I do. And I have owned that in 7 homes, apartments, and whatever. It has moved with me, and it has been used in like every room of the house over the years. Just today, it had been in my office. I moved it to my 3-year-old's room. Now it's back in my office, and instead of under my TV, it's now in my office closet. In my apartment, it was in my master bedroom. And you know what I mean? Like, I see a space and I think, we're not using that to its fullest like ability. I feel like I can do better, and so I move things as I see fit. So let's say I always try to block the rooms in the workflow too. So this is another tip, is like, if you have a room where you always do something in a certain area. Let's say this is where I change diapers, okay? So I should have the diapers and the wipes and the changing pad or whatever right there. And the diaper trash, like diaper pail, should be there too. I find that when I go to someone else's house, I'm like, where is your blah, blah, blah? And they don't have it where it should be. Like, the oven mitt should be next to the oven. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way I was raised. But so think about the actions that you're taking. Like, take a second when you're putting away dinner tonight and, you know, you're putting away the leftovers in the fridge and you're like, where's my Tupperware? Where do I always box the food up? Do I, you know, put it in the containers at the table? Do I put it in the containers right by the fridge? Where do I pack lunches? You know, does it make sense to have your baggies and your foil and your saran wrap or whatever in the pantry? Or does it make more sense to have them out? And maybe you have a drawer in your kitchen that is, you know, little things that you use once a year. Perhaps that space would be better utilized to hold your Ziploc baggies because you use those daily. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was lunch boxes, you know? So look in your kitchen, look for duplicates, look for things, and try to think about workflow. But it's not just kitchens, it's bathrooms too. It's like, why did I keep my bath bombs under the sink, but then near the bathtub, I kept something else? You know, you just try to think about your workflow. Everything you do, like, take one morning as you're getting ready for the day and think about it. Like, why am I doing this way? Or why did I take these extra steps? And it's actually easier, this sounds weird, but it's easier to spot these inefficiencies or storage issues, cleaning issues in my home when I watch someone else use it. So watching my husband struggle to do something, or like have to walk across the room to go get something, and I'm like, oh, that seems like a dumb place to put that, you know? So it might be entertaining to just sit and watch people do things. I hope you guys don't think that's weird, but it really does help me when I see my mother in law come upstairs and she'll be like, I want to get the girls' jackets on so we can go play outside. And then she'll have to go on a wild goose chase to find a jacket or shoes or socks. And she was like, why are the socks here, but the hat's here and the jacket's here? Like, we should have a place for getting ready to go outside. And I'm like, you're right. Gloves should be with the shoes. Why do I put them in the underwear drawer? So it's actually interesting. I hope you guys found that helpful little tidbit. But the last thing I want to talk about is trash bag therapy. This is thanks to Cass from Clutterbug. And she talks about if you need help motivating yourself, just get a good like pick me upper, and that is to do trash bag therapy. Take a trash bag, walk around your house and fill it. It takes 5 minutes. You'd be surprised how many receipts and tags and little trash you can find throughout your house. I'm talking open every drawer, look behind furniture and stuff, and then you may be able to help yourself out, keeping the house cleaner. It's like start the day off with a win, and then you can get more complex as time goes. That's all the time I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 in this series. I'll talk to you later. Bye.